So RPA is going to be less focused on task automation and more focused on business outcomes. So in order to do that, it's going to have to change a little bit. And instead of one or two industries or one or two functions in a company, RPA is going to be everywhere. And it's going to move from just kind of an isolated private, I'm going to do this task for you, to we're going to work on this together and collaborate. And that means RPA has to move from singularity and solidarity and individual performer to more of a collaborator. And that means that they need to mix with other technologies. An example is we see RPA and BPM, a lot of partnerships going on there. We also see a lot of RPA being driven by mining. So people will look at the results of many process executions, mine that and say, oh, wow, here's a great area where we can focus an RPA solution. So the idea of partnering is going to become strong. And of course, AI will be one of those. And I think AI is going to permeate in multiple areas. It's not just going to be RPA. So RPA may be one of the gateway drugs to AI. But I think it's more of a gateway drug to the elastic workforce. So what does RPA need to do in the future to get this going? Well, first of all, the level of automation has to change. So today it's simplistic automation. It's kind of like taking manual tasks that are kind of nasty and automating them. In some cases, that automation is looked at over the shoulder. So this is where there are some parallels between AI and RPA. There's supervised and unsupervised RPA. And so the notion of people looking over the shoulder of the RPA bots. And then you start moving from reactive to proactive. And you could have some of these RPA bots as listening posts on the edge of your network, looking for certain things. Everywhere your company or your organization has its fingers, it could be looking for patterns. So now RPA isn't just doing work, it's looking for signals and patterns. And those are important things if companies want to move from reactive to proactive. Everybody says we need to be predictive. It's a lot harder than it sounds. The other thing that it needs to do is move from kind of low-level stuff. Today, it's really good at data integration, taking data from this system and combining it with this system, scraping it off a website, scraping it off a screen, combining it and presenting it in the context of a process, which gives it the context, and move it upstream to doing more unstructured data, maybe working with textual information, working with content, managing knowledge, making suggestions on that kind of thing. So it needs to, one, pick up more complicated work. Two, work on more complicated data sources and functions. And three, it needs to move from what I would call low-level kinds of actions to sensing and assisting decisions. And eventually it will assist people and therefore will become more involved with the elastic workforce. So RPA, has a lot of potential. And, it's always easier to extend something that's white hot and move it. So when things have momentum, that's when you have to strike. So if the RPA vendors don't have a similar vision for, hey, we've got to go beyond simplistic automation to more complex automation and prediction, we're going to have some problems.